of the world. The founder of the party today is no longer recognized by members of the royal party. Mr. Speaker, I came a year ago. I came as our newly elected president into a house where everybody was trying to get used to new positions. There was a large number of fresh entrants trying to find their feet as the new honorable members. There were the hitherto minority members trying to get used to being members of the majority. And then there were the former members of the majority trying to get used to their new role as members of the minority. The House had a new speaker who was beginning to fit seamlessly into his new role. A year later, we can safely say that none of us turns around in surprise when by our new titles. We're all used to the reality made possible by the expression of the free will of the Ghanaian people on December 7th, 2016. Mr. Speaker, at the beginning of each session of Parliament, the President has a duty to come to this House, as I have done today, to satisfy the constitutional requirement of delivering to Parliament a message on the state of the nation. That is to report on how our nation is faring after this year of change, and to share the prospects we can look forward to in the year ahead. I would like to start by expressing my sincere gratitude to the House. When I told you I was in a hurry, you promptly rose to the challenge. You assisted me to appoint my excellent team of ministers and constitute the government in record time. I understand that since the inception of the Fourth Republic, this, the seventh, has been the busiest Parliament. You've had 140 days of sittings, and I'm told no Parliament in its first session has done more than 130 days. This is to the collective credit of members on both sides of the House and your respective leaderships, with the backing of the Right Honourable Speaker and his deputies. In the process, this Parliament has passed a number of bills relating to my flagship programs. Again, I'm told it is a first in the Fourth Republic. The flagship programs, and in this case as many as 5, have been passed in the first year of the government. I'm grateful and look forward to our continuing to work together to make our nation, Ghana, great and strong. Mr. Speaker, I believe that last year when I came to the House, I conveyed my dismay at the full extent of the economic mess in which our nation was mired. We had inherited an economy that was in distress, choked by debt, and with macroeconomic fundamentals in disarray. You will recall, Mr. Speaker, that I said, quote, we would have to implement some tough, prudent, and innovative policies to get us out of the financial cul-de-sac we were in. I made some brave predictions. I said we would reduce significantly the budget deficit, and I said that at the same time, we would grow and expand the economy. I'm glad to be able to report, Mr. Speaker, that the economic management team, under the stellar leadership of the strong, brilliant economist, Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, has risen to the challenge, and the hard work is beginning to show positive results. We have reduced taxes. We are bringing down inflation and interest rates. Economic growth is increasing from the alarming 3.6% at December 2016 to 7.9% in our first year. And the indications are that it will be even better this year. We have increased our international reserves, maintained relative exchange rate stability, reduced the debt to GDP ratio and the rate of debt accumulation. We have paid almost half of arrears inherited. And crucially, we are current on obligations to statutory funds. I'm also pleased to report that the 3-year IMF-supported extended credit facility program, begun in 2015, comes to an end this year. The relatively good macroeconomic performance in 2017 will strongly support our successful completion of the IMF program. We are determined to put in place measures to ensure irreversibility and sustain macroeconomic stability